Welcome back, Brony Nerds and Gamers. My name is Drummy. We are heading upstairs to the second floor. What was that noise?
You seek a haven from which you will never be able to return.
Ah! You're still here. Hi. I've seen woman shape. Yes, I know. It's grown up like a plant. Except no plant actually.
Maybe.
What? Who is she?
I don't know.
Who am I talking to? Is that me?
Why did you steal the statue from the church?
It's her.
Her? Who?
Her.
What? Yes, let me go through the door. What? Ah! Why was that? Why was there a scream just now? It is in fact a gigantic candle holder. That's great. Oh. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Let's see. Okay, I got some cinders. I have a lot of... Let's see. These are old ashes. They are nothing but faint dust. Oh, look. Another book of love and connected rituals. I really have a lot of items in my inventory. Amongst the most sacred rituals of the goddess was that of marriage. It was remarkable and even more obvious that the ritual was centered on matriarchy and the figure of the woman who was allowed polyandry. However, the woman tended to satisfy that which we can define as romantic impulses by choosing a favored one, and they had the right not to let other women marry him. It seems, however, that this practice did not prevent the favored ones from promiscuous practices. It is to be emphasized that the groom in marriage was intended as a gift from the goddess, considered by men to be mother and wife. It is in fact kenned that is that kenned or penned? I don't understand what kenned is supposed to mean. That men who converted were so driven by an overwhelming and often destructive love towards the goddess. As a consequence of this all, it is natural to consider matriarchal lineage and the possibility of a woman repudiating the chosen man. Quite typical, including for requirements of discretion and secrecy, was the apparel worn. Even though the pagan origin remained clear, the bride wore the usual white gown with colored veil varying from orange to scarlet red, with local flowers on her head, and if the ceremony was particularly solemn, some leaves from the well-known Tree of Life. The groom usually clad himself formally with no particularly specific prescriptions, having to essentially provide for the decorum of his outfit and for having his head covered by a hat as a sign of submission. The priest then sanctioned the bond between the married couple and the goddess, and the man was made to swear love to the goddess and his bride. The bride was considered a vicar of the goddess on earth, and every offense against the woman would be considered an offense against the goddess, who possessed the power to forgive him only in exchange for acts of penitence for harsh punishments. This rapidly spread fear of betraying the goddess, to whose wrath the massacre of the faithless is attributed. During the ritual, there was also a part in which the bride became the living host of the goddess, and the man had to dedicate to her some prayers using the name which every cultist used during moments of ardent passion. Anna. Okay. Interesting. What? It's glued. The mannequin seems to be willing to tear it off itself unsuccessfully. It looks like the tool I found in the workshop downstairs. Where? Oh, there it is. I don't What the? Where did... I found some documents reporting information about marriage customs in a very ancient cult. It's extremely detailed and full of images. The most interesting bit is the name men use to address the mother goddess, Anna. If I ever manage to escape this house, I'll have plenty to teach my students back at the university. Maybe it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe because you're... Oh, there you went. What the hell? It's clearly moving around on its own, though. Clearly. I'll take that hanger. Thank you. Anything else in there? No. This whole Greek tragedy is getting very confusing, if you know what I mean. No, nothing over there. Doesn't look like. What is... Ooh, we got a door. Can I open the door? The door handle, maybe? Oh, there's a key in the hole. There's a key in the keyhole. What kind of... Maybe I can use my tool. No. What about the hook blade? No. What about the hanger? I've bent it to look like an iron string. Uh-huh. Okay. Can I use that on the keyhole? If I do it now, I might lose the key. I don't want to do that. Can I use the iron bar on the lock? No. What about the cinders? No. What about on the door itself? No. What about the hook blade on the door? No. Alright, never mind. Let's just continue. Got this nice big open room. A plant with one root growing out of it. I used to spend hours in front of a lit chimney. I thought far too romantic in this ghastly... A thought far too romantic in this ghastly place. Ah, more maple leaves. In case I missed the one outside. Maple leaves in a blood soaked cradle. Oh my god! Look at that teddy bear! It's covered in blood! That's tragic. Hello? Huh. Ah! 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 No! Ah! 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 Oh. Screw you, Anna! Alright? It's closed with chains. I cannot open it anyway, not even with an axe. What about a hook blade? No. Not funny, Anna. Maple leaves in the blood-soaked cradle. That doesn't tell me anything. Oh, hey. Stop getting in my way, mannequin who might or might not be Anna. Ah, another letter. Oh, wait. There it is. Dearest, finally, the last part of the enigma which has tormented me for months is about to be solved, and at last I will be able to see her again. I am writing to you because once more I must share with you my joy. Like we have always shared every torment and every victory in the past. Brother of mine, why aren't you here with me? What had driven us apart to this point? I still remember how you welcomed me when returning from the woods without a single log of the wood which I had gone to find for building new sabbats. I told you I had found the love of my life dancing amidst the trees. You embraced me. You gave me a pat on the shoulder and tried to drag me with you to the tavern. But you know I have always been the shyest of us two, and I let you drink for me together with your friends, whilst I from that night pondered on how I could see her again. Thanks to that extreme perception, which brought me to close myself, I realized she was not a flesh and blood woman, but a magical creature, and studying the few documents I had at the time and the ancient books I subsequently found, I managed to discover her true identity. You did not understand how someone in love could love himself in moldy books and lock himself in his room for a greater part of the day. You wanted me to run to my beloved one, to kidnap her. Thanks to my studies, I discovered a very different way of obtaining my lady. I needed not strength nor boldness, but faith. I discovered that my wonderful nymph was a goddess who had been adored in this valley for centuries. I discovered which cult was dedicated to her. I found the mask described in the books to complete the ritual, and finally I also learned the certainty that her temple was hidden right in our home, beneath our feet. Oh yes, brother of mine, my love for her is desired by destiny. How could you have managed to separate us? Yet still you tried, because you were brave, because you deemed yourself strong. The books I read frightened you. The rituals I performed repelled you, and when at last I revealed to you the identity of my beloved, you told me I was mad. I did not care. I suffered because I had lost your esteem. Before her, I sacrificed my pain. And when I discovered that you had stolen my books, I confronted you. You screamed that you had burned them to save my soul at least, since my mind was already lost. But in that moment, my soul screamed in pain and wrath because you had torn her from me, perhaps forever. And so it was as if my body acted on its own. I did not fear your strength, and I did not hurt you. It was love that led my hands. If from up there you are watching me and reading my letter, you will understand that. Even while I was hitting you, I still loved you. You will understand that I could not do otherwise. After days of desperation, I discovered where you kept my books hidden, and I locked them safely in my bedroom. I should have imagined that you would not dare to have burned them. Now I must needs only find the entrance to the temple. But my faith is so strong, and as so gentle is this pain, that I already feel victorious. Rejoice with me, my brother. Rejoice with me, because my faith and yours have been accomplished, and my reward is near. I just found a letter laid out on a table. It seems as though I'm not the first one who was intent on finding you, Anna. I must find the book mentioned in the letter and figure out what temple it's referring to. A temple? Here? Absurd. I have to get into the artisan's room and retrieve this book. I think you're going crazy yourself, random person who is the hero of this tale. Or not really hero, but the deemed master of the tale. Ooh, I got a red candle. A red candle might go over here. We also have a door. It's shut. It must lead outside. Maybe on the back of the house. If I can open that door. Can I light the red candle with my lighter? No. Can I light the candle with another candle? Doesn't look like it. Huh. Ah, a child's... What did I get? A child's bonnet. There's hair inside. You! Stop moving around! What the... Why did... What? Can I use the tool to get the mask off? What about the hook blade? Ah, if I want to attach the mask, the blade would work, but it's rusty and not sharp enough. How about the axe? That's one way of doing it. Can I put the mask on myself? No. Can I use my folding hunting knife? No. Whose bonnet was this, I wonder? It must have belonged to a child. Can I use the... Oh, I can't use it. Can I use the thing on the bonnet? No. Can I use the... No. I got child's hair. Hint, the Sabat's maker's room is locked from the inside. There must be a way to get the key. If I put a sheet of paper beneath the door to the Sabat maker's room, I could force the key. Following, then I could easily get it. Okay. That's why I have the letter as an item. And then take the hanger and use it on the lock. The key has fallen. Pull the letter. Get the key. Enter the room. A bed made of wood. Doesn't feel as old as the rest of the house. Okay, we're making some more headway here. Oh, that looks weird. Can we use... No. Interesting. The Beauty She Shines Of. Another book. Great. Oh, that face. My gosh. Of all the rituals and impertrations used by the cult of the goddess of which we have erewhile spoke, verily the most perilous, the invocation of our goddess herself, a rite which engenders direct contact with her, was also considered so perilous inside the cult itself as to be deemed unholy, and even if passed on as a primary secret, it nathless needs to be done for the complete knowledge of the rituals of the cult, and its practice has always been advised against. The goddess is a maternal entity, but she is also characterized by the total inexistence of limits, and as much as she is capable of boundless love, her wrath and perversion can be boundless as well. It is more likely for mankind to evoke her ire as, 300 years hence, she was burnt as a witch after curing a sick man using but simple healing herbs. This terrible happening left a mark in the sacred places of the goddess. The brook flowing under the temple, which provides fecundity? I have no idea what that word means. In the grounds around it, appears polluted by infiltrations, which appears sulfurous by color and smell, and it's well known that it has not been always like this. Therefore, it feels like a reminder for that horrible struggle. However, in case of greatest peril and uncertainty, were it to become necessary to ask her intervention, it would also be the only way to learn the deepest secrets of the goddess herself. Therefore, here thou wilt find what is known about the ritual, but whoever seeks it to try it must do so with caution. An image must be prepared of the goddess to act as a bridge between herself and the inferior world, and it must be an image of the goddess in pose of benevolent teaching. The likeness must primarily depict the goddess's face. She must be clad in enveloping garb, like a ceremonial robe or similar vest. It must be modest and decorous, or else the goddess may take offense. It will then be the moment to bestow the offer, to beseech for her divine help. The lips of the image must be wetted with the holy blood of the sacred tree of life, the plant related to the cult of the goddess, of which we will honorably speak. The goddess will, of course, decide if to accept the offer, and the celebrant will be able to verify it through her emblem. I am confident I have warned thee enough of the dangers bound to this ritual. The direct supplication to the goddess will depend on her disposition, the merit of the offer, and instead of assistance, a punishment will mayhap be given. Great. A strange ritual is described in the book, and I found in this about Maker's room. It seems that if I want to see Anna again, I must recreate her figure seated on a chair, using some clothes and her visage. After that, I must gather the blood of the tree of life into a grolla mug, and then pour it on her lips. The author insists on highlighting the danger of this whole course of action, which I am apparently going to ignore. I got a whetstone. Ooh. Blood on the walls. That's interesting. A grinding stone. Oh. What? Oh! We use the grinding stone on the hook blade. I'm too clumsy to hold both of these. I need to set one of these objects. I know where to do it. I need to go back downstairs. I'll take the jug, because I need that for the tree of life. Oh, what did I pick up? I didn't even see. A seed bag. Unidentified seeds. I couldn't say to what plant they belong. Okay. Is there anything else? Another book. Well, that's all the time we have left for this episode, but join us again next time here on Brony Nerds Gamers. I know I said about 2 episodes that I was done with the series, but we're continuing on, and we're going to soldier through and find out the truth. In the next episode, leave a like or comment below if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more. And as always, good night, every pony.